This is my final look. If you want to do like a no foundation look, you don't have to use cream products. As we age, sometimes less is best as far as makeup. I wanted to create a look that is a little bit more minimal looking, but still wearing makeup. So I don't want to call this a no makeup look. And it's not going to be hard to achieve either. I'm going to experiment with some things too in this video. One thing that I noticed about Rosemary Swift when you see her is she doesn't wear a lot of makeup, but she looks glowy. She looks refreshed. I always love that pop of color on her lips. And she does very minimal eye makeup, which I'm not always comfortable doing, but we're going to do that today. Because especially in the summertime, you might be on vacation. I don't know when this is going to go out, but summer months or whenever, sometimes you just don't want to wear as much makeup. And I know some of you don't like to wear foundation at all because you just feel like it settles everywhere. So hopefully this is going to be a video that's going to solve a lot of problems for you. Now, everything that I'm using today in the video is going to be listed below, but you don't have to get anything that I am using in this video. It's not what it is about. So look at what you already have or look for things that are within your own budget. Number one, you don't have to wear foundation over your face. If you just feel like you have areas that you need to address, then you can just put a concealer in those areas. There's different concealers you can use. You can use something like this. Cream one. These are from Natasha Denota, but you can use something like this. And you would just put it, if you needed it, under your eyes. If you needed it maybe by the redness by your nose. Breakouts, I have a couple going on. You can use something like that. Another thing that you can do is you can use something like this. This is a cream product from MAC. Now, I wouldn't recommend something like this under your eyes, but you can use a product like this, again, just in the areas where you need it and then blend it out. And you could even custom mix what you need to. You can just use one of them or you can just get the color that you need for your skin tone. Another thing that you can do, now this you'll put all over, but it'd be very, very light for you, is use something like this. This is from Bobbi Brown, and this is the Vitamin Enriched Skin Tint. So you could use a skin tint, a tinted moisturizer. If you still feel like, you want something all over your face, but you want more of a sheer look, something that's going to kind of slightly mask the look of maybe some redness and things like that. Something that's going to hydrate you, then I would recommend something like that. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. Now, I'm not a really big fan of this product. I've shared that in a video, but I do have to use it up, so I'm going to use it today. If you have dry skin, you probably would really love this. I'm not going out anywhere today. I'm going to be at home, so this is what I'm going to use, and it's from RMS. It does have an SPF in it, by the way. That's why I'm going to wear it, but normally I would wear a higher SPF outside. This one has an SPF of 30, and this is this is a Supernatural Radiance, and this is in the light Aura. Is it Aura? Whatever. Anyways, I'm going to put it on the back of my hand so you can see what it looks like. So that's what it looks like. I'm not a big fan of this because I feel like it's kind of light. And if you want to get the skincare benefit, the SPF benefits, you're going to have to put on a lot of this, okay? But I'm just going to put this on just to brighten me up. And this is just like if I were putting on a tinted sunscreen. Except I would use something with at least a 50 in it. So what this is going to do is it'll give your skin a nice glow. That's something I did not mention as well. Always make sure that you are prepping your skin well before you do your makeup, because if you have dry skin, things going on, you want to make sure you address that with your skincare routine. You should have a skincare routine. I'm going to share a video on just some of my favorite skincare, but I don't think I'm going to do a skincare routine video anymore because it just changes too much. I have skincare that I test all the time and it just gets to be crazy. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, and I could go in with my favorite concealer next. I could go in with my Sisley. I love this. It just doesn't look like I'm wearing concealer. I love that. I wonder if I should still go in with that under my eyes. I might. Let me put that aside. But I do want to use this today. This is the Uncover Up from RMS. Again, you don't have to use this. You saw all the choices that I gave you of some ideas, and look at what you have. Normally I put an oil in, but I think this already has, you can see it's got some oil in it. So I'm just going to go in with this brush. This is the brush that comes with. I do think this is good to use with it. And I'm only going to go in areas that I really need it, and then I'm going to shear it out. So like for me, it's by my scar, by my nose. And I'm going to show you my face close up too. I'm really working it in, by the way, because I have some large pores there. I don't know why. It's so weird. Okay, and then I'm going to get in these areas. And all I did was just place my brush in there. But you definitely need to use some sort of an oil, I feel like, with this. I have her older, the oil that she had before. I think it was called Beauty Oil, and now it's changed, and it's a different formula. So I don't know why they changed it. I don't really care for the ingredients in the newer one, so I probably won't be getting it. Which means I don't know if I'm going to get this again. So I'm just going over, because I have some discoloration there, and I'm working it up. And I'm really going to spend time and really blend this out. And I'm just going to put some right here. A little bit there, and same thing. And blend that. Take my Charlotte Tilbury airbrushed powder and just pop that under my eye. You don't have to use this. I know some of you said that you can't use a powder on your eyes. Then what you do is take a tissue, like a Kleenex tissue, and just place it on and just kind of lightly tap. And it'll take that top layer off, and it should help prevent any creasing that you might have. And if you have a little shine there, it'll just bump it down a little bit for you. I want to create more of a like bronzy look. So I'm going to go in with the Birdie bronzer. I am going to use, I think I'm going to use this brush actually. I'm going to use the BK Beauty 109. This is a foundation brush. This is like the travel size one. So I'm just going to go in here, and I'm just going to start tapping this on here, because that's how this was meant to be placed. And you always want to put your products, especially when you're mature, we want to raise it up higher. You don't want to put it too low, because it's going to pull your face down. So just remember that. And I'm going to take my my magnifying mirror too, because you want to make sure that you are seeing everything real close. Okay, I know some of you don't like to see your face up close, but you want to make sure things are blended in well. You want to make sure that your placement is good. So you do really have to make sure that you are, and looking in the mirror, I was about to say something else. And with the RMS too, by the way, you see I keep on applying. That's how these products were designed, by the way, too, is just so you can build up. But I like that about it. I don't want to look crazy. So you can just slowly add this. And you see that I'm going over my nose too, because that's how this was meant to be applied and used, like you were at the beach for the day. I'm going to go in and use Bloom on my cheeks. You don't have to use a cream, but what a cream is going to do is going to look a lot more glowy. I actually think I'm going to use that same, I'm going to use the same one. I got to tap it off a little bit. But see how glowy that is? Look how pretty and glowy that is. And that's what I like about Rosemary's makeup. I feel like her makeup always looks effortless, and it just looks pretty and glowy. I don't think she wears foundation. I think she just puts stuff where she needs it. I'm still going to powder yet too, but I just want to get my cream products on first. Isn't that pretty? Such a pretty blush. And we've got that little glow going on from the other products underneath. So pretty. Okay, now I'm actually going to put some powder on. I'm going to use her unpowder today. I need to. This is a very, very fine powder. Now, if I want something that's going to make me a little bit more matte, this is not the one I go for. It looks really pretty when it goes on. It is a nice, pretty one, but it doesn't keep me my makeup from getting shiny. I have to go in with my Givenchy, but today we're just going to use this, and I'm just going to apply it with my BK Beauty brush, and I want to get it in this area for me. I want to get it on my nose. And I like to get a little bit right here by my cheek because that's where I have my pores a little bit larger. You want to do a look like this, but you do have slightly oily skin or oily skin, then what you can do is you can put a blush on top of it, a powder blush, and that will help to set it. Okay, and then you're not powdering it. I'm going to leave it though. Today I'm just going to leave it because like I said, I'm going to be inside, so I'll be okay. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to use my Painterly, which is from MAC. It's an eyeshadow that I use as my eyeshadow primer because it helps, you know, it prevents creasing and all of that. So I like to go in with this and just have a nice clean base to my eyes. Because I'm not gonna do much, but look at the difference. I'm gonna show you in a second. Look at the difference between both my eyes. See how nice that looks already? And I don't have really like an eyeshadow on. I mean, it's pretty light for me, you know what I mean? But see how veiny and everything my eyes are? So I like to go in with something like this, especially if I'm going to do more of like a minimal look. I just want to have a nice base. So the products that I'm going to put on top of it are going to show up as well. This is what I'm going to do today. I think I'm going to use a little bit of the Birdie bronzer first. And I'm just going to apply a little bit of this first. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to go very light with this. Now I'm going to go in with the Master Radiance base. And I'm going to put, oh Lord, this is so pretty. Just kind of building this up. Wow. It's so pretty. And now I want to take that Living Luminizer and I'm just going to pop it in the center of my eye. Ooh, that's pretty. Do you like the eyes like this? Don't you feel like, see what I mean? I feel like I need more. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to take that Birdie bronzer again, but I'm going to take this brush and we're just going to put a little bit more on it because I want a minimal eye look, but I feel like it's too minimal for me. I need to have some kind of shadows. And it could just because it's what I'm used to, you know? But I feel like I need something there. That looks so much better. Doesn't that look better? Okay, same thing. I'm just taking this brush and I'm going like this into my Birdie bronzer. That's all I'm doing. And I'm going to start here. Something is creasing on me. Don't like that. I know it's meant to be used all over your face, but it shouldn't be creasing. Let's see, this is from Lancome, and we'll try it. I got a little bit of black there, and it's okay. I'm just gonna do that. Same thing. Or not black. Did I say black in my brown? I wanted to use these products because I think I could do a lot more with it. You know what I mean? But you could just use an eye, like a really light. Hope I didn't get too much on there. I was trying to match up the other side. The other side was an accident. But you could use a cream shadow is what I was going to say. Sorry. I think I'm actually going to wing it too. I'm just going to see what I did there. Just the corner of my eye. I'll show you on the other eye. It's just a little wing. So just take the pencil and put it in the corner of my eye. Close it. And then you just make a little flick. Like that. And then I'm taking this. This is such a nice brush too. This is part of the Nikki LaRosa collection. This is the number N11, but I like see how nice and angled that is. So it's just a nice brush that you could use to do detail work, you know. Connect the bottom too as well. So I'm going to take my brow and put it on that same brush here. And I'm just going to go like that and do the same on the other side. I am going to use this palette. I got this a while ago. I don't know if I've ever shared it with you guys, but it's from RMS. And it's a lip palette. So what's nice about it is you can really mix the colors up. You can wear them individually. I mean, I wouldn't wear that one individually, but you know, it's one of those colors you can mix with other ones. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to line my lips. Super Size Me from Charlotte Tilbury. Sometimes our editing stuff, and it's like I forget you guys aren't here with me, and I'll say something like, you know, if I say Super Size Me, you're probably like, what is that? From Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to go in with my lip brush. This is one that I got from Chanel. And I'm going to go in and I think I'm going to mix these two, the red and that, together. It should be a nice berry color, I would think. They're pretty. I love these palettes. I'm going to be honest with you. I'd rather have a bullet of lipstick when I go out someplace so I could just put it on really quick instead of screwing around with this, but I do like it. Look how pretty that is. I'm going to put a little bit of this on. We'll see what it looks like. This is the, let's put a little bit of Crystal Slipper on. I don't have my, oh yeah, look at that. Look what that did. Oh my goodness gracious. I actually feel like I have to tone it down because it, wowie zowie. I'm wiping my brush off and then I'm just taking the side of my brush and just I need some more mascara. And then I think what I'm going to do is fix my hair really quickly and I will be right back. So this is my final look. I'm going to zoom you guys in so you can see what it looks like close up. So a couple things that I want to tell you about doing something like this. If you want to do like a no foundation look, a really light eye look like I did. Number one, you don't have to use cream products. Okay, so you can go ahead and use, like I said, as far as no foundation, I give you those tips in the beginning, you know, tinted moisturizer, or you can just use, you know, different concealers depending on what you want to use. If you are somebody who has a lot of texture, use a primer first, like a matte primer. Like I put that powder here. So you could even do that. You could do a powder. You could do like a finishing powder or something like that. After you do everything, put that finishing powder on. Or you could use a blurring primer. Use that blurring primer just in the areas that you feel like you need it. Because when your skin is shiny and you don't have a foundation that's going to help fill the pores, it can make your, your skin's going to look more textured. Like I feel like my skin definitely looks more textured. It's not as bad because I put that powder on. Actually, it's not bad. It's not bad, but without the powder, it looks really textured in here. So you can use a pore filling primer, blurring primer, and then you can go ahead and just in those areas, and then go ahead and do whatever you need to do as far as covering up your face. And then if you don't want to use like the cream products like I did, you can use powder products. Go ahead and use a powder bronzer or a powder blush, but something that is luminous. I feel like luminous looks better on mature skin than on something that's matte. In saying that, when you do use something that's luminous, it's going to bring out your texture. So be careful with the ones that you're using. You don't want to use something that's glittery. That's what I like about Rosemary's line. Her blushes do not make your skin look, they're just really, really pretty. And you're not, even if you have texture, I feel like you can use them. And again, the tip is to fill in those pores before you put that blush on. Okay, so do that as part of your routine. Get something that's going to help blur, or use a blurring powder that you can use afterwards, like a finishing powder. I mean, even the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Filter is a good one, but a lot of finishing powders are going to give you that blurred look. So say you put your blush on and you're like, you're using the one from RMS and you're like, I like it, but when I put it on, it highlights it. That's okay. Keep that on, but go over it with a little bit of powder just in that area. Trust me, it works. Okay, that's what I do too, because I don't, this area right here, I have to be careful because otherwise it just looks really textured for me as well. Look, I feel like I'm comfortable with my eyes, by the way. I am comfortable with just a really light shimmer. It's just not enough for me. I feel like I need something, but I feel like that really definitely made a difference going over it with the Birdie bronzer. But another thing really quickly before I wrap this up too is this was not meant to be an RMS video, like, by the way, okay? But I do like the RMS shadows that they're a one and done. So look for something like that too if you just want to do one shadow, one and done, or you could do powders. You could do a powder bronzer. You could do, I did a whole video on that. All I used was a bronzer, a powder bronzer, and a highlighter, and I did an eye look, and it looked amazing. It looked like I was wearing eyeshadow. So kind of think outside of the box. You could even use blush as a eyeshadow. You can use a blush as an eyeshadow. You can use a cream blush as an eyeshadow. You can use a powder blush as an eyeshadow. Just think outside of the box and just play around and have fun, and play around in a day that maybe you're not going anywhere, you're not doing anything. Just go and sit and play with your makeup and see what you can come up with. But I just wanted to give you some tips if you're kind of like stuck in a rut and you're want to try something different, you want to do like a more minimal makeup look. This is definitely a minimal makeup look for me. This is very minimal for me. You can see that I have color and everything, but it's minimal, and sometimes minimal is just really nice too. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you're new here, I would love to have you join. I share new videos every single week. Please consider smashing that subscribe button below. It is free. And for all of you that are my OGs, all my new subscribers, welcome and thank you so much for your support. It truly means a lot to me. Please, I say this after every video, besides I appreciate you all so much, which is the most important thing I can tell you. But please do me a huge favor. Please make sure that you like, share, and comment my videos. Helps to push them out to the algorithm. More people will see my videos. You will see my videos because some of you have told me you're not seeing them in your feed. So please make sure you do it. The more active you are, the more YouTube pushes them out. And I would really appreciate it. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.